Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped, back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, he's here, the main man, Saturn, the 5 Elder for the Goddessai, highest authority in the world. Saint J. Garcia Saturn is arriving for the part 2 of the 11th anniversary, and man, is he coming in with a bang. Look at that summon circle animation, dude. Look, he's just looking all menacing and insect-like. Dude is a badass, man. Absolute beast. Obviously, like the highest order of the world government, being the Goddessai, he should come in with some hefty abilities, and let's check him out. Alright, so we're over on the OPTC website. As you can see, Saint J. Garcia Saturn, Godhead of Science and Defense of the 5 Elders, the highest authority in the world. His artwork looks absolutely menacing, man. It just looks like an absolute beast. Now, it was actually mentioned that in like the wiki that he does have a Zoan fruit. So interesting that he doesn't actually have that tag. As you can see, he has World Government, Celestial Dragon, 5 Elders, Scientist, and Egghead. He's a defense type in PvP. Look at him. Look at that, bro. Look at that sprite, man. Little spider motherfucker. Looks crazy. He is a rush character as well, as we can see here. He does have 99 cost, just like the other Celestial Dragons in the game. 6-star with an EX. He is a driven striker int unit. I was completely off the mark. Well, not completely. I did say int, but then I said powerhouse cerebral, where I was like, he could be powerhouse striker though, with the way he like kind of spikes Luffy. But they just went, nah, fuck you. He's a bad guy. He's driven, and we're gonna go with the whole striker stabbing thing. So we were like, I don't know. We get 33% points, right? So his key points is that he becomes stronger when forming a crew with 5 Elders, Celestial Dragons, and Navy characters. This is a bit of a problem, because obviously, like, Celestial Dragons are not going to be a thing until we get more Goddessai. The 5 Elders, obviously, straight just the Goddessai. And then Navy, like, Navy's good, but, like, how many driven, like, strike and Navy characters do we have? Like, not a lot. Maybe, like, there's some Garps that are strikers. You got some Akainus that are driven. Like, there's just not a lot going on there. And when you're sort of looking at what this guy does, unless you're just running him under Kizaru, just saying, fuck it, I'm gonna bring Kizaru and a whole bunch of Navy characters, and just having, like, 2 Kizarus or something like that, like, it's gonna be wonky team building with this guy. But as you can see, int driven striker, he's special. Perforating, well, why couldn't I read that? Perforating thrust of the war god. He's a 20% HP card that ignores defense, completely removes damage reduction effects, which is pretty damn strong. Completely removing damage reduction. Like, completely removing damage reduction is insane. Like, Viva Rebecca still holds so much value because they do defense up and damage reduction, but just having this just in book kit, it's really, really nice. It's not like game breaking, but it's just a nice little touch. And if you're going to remove damage reduction, why not just remove every single turn of it? I would love for it to be like defense up, damage reduction, and threshold. That would have been just like insanely broken, and I think it's very warranted for a Goddessai unit. But they could easily just throw like completely reduce threshold, completely reduce defensive up on some of the other Goddessai units, and then just have like all 3 of them in the kit. Completely removes poison, which, look, makes sense. I thought he would do something with poison, but like he just completely removes it. Applies to driven territory for 3 turns, and then boosts driven strikers attack by up to 5 times. Just a straight 5 times multiplier for your attack boost. Based on the total cost, including friend, captain, and support characters, the less than 500 cost, you get a 4 times attack, going all the way up to 750 cost for a 5 or more. Now, to put this in perspective, like, Saturn himself is already 99 cost, so you just need to make up the extra 651. If you run a full team of legends that are all 50 cost, that's 250 cost if you each give them a legend support. Well, not a full team of legends, because let's just say the friend captain is a legend. Then you've got 250 cost plus the supports, which is another 250. So like with that, you're looking at just under 700 cost. So to make this 5 times multiplier work, you're probably going to want to run 2 Saturns. So that way you have 198. And then you have the 250 plus 200, so 450 plus 200. You're still looking at a little bit low on the spectrum for the 750 cost. So when we get more Goddessai, this is going to be really easy to do. But right now, getting the 750 costs, like, you could definitely run like Super Evolutions and run like Super Evolution support, which just like will work because like base stats on Super Evolutions are quite high. For example, something like Bullet, which you could then go like, what, 260 plus 65 to 195. Plus then say you are running a full team of Super Evolutions as well, you're looking at another 260. So let's just say 200 plus 260 is 460. And then you've got the, the supports, looking at another 260 plus 65, so another 300. Like, you're still pretty much off the mark. But I believe it will be like just doable. All right, so I have to know. So let's just go 99 plus 99. That's our 2 Saturn leaders. And then let's just go 65 plus 65 plus 65 plus 65. That's going to be our crew. That's with all super evolutions as subs under 2 Saturns. Then if you want to run the supports, let's say, for example, that we run the super evolutions as supports. We go 65 plus 65 plus 65 plus 65 plus 65. You can do it. So 783 is pretty much the maximum you can get. Say, for example, we minus 1 super evolution somewhere, then we minus another super evolution, you can hit 753. So if you run pretty much super evolutions as supports on everything, you're going to be gravy. But remember, the best supports in the games are the support rare recruits, and they're only 1 cost. So it's going to be real finicky until more elders come out. But until then, at least you can do it. Like, getting 5 times multiplier for your attack is fucking insane. In further increases slot effects based on the action special up to a 1.5 times multiplier, maxing at a 10 times. So this just leads me to believe that we are eventually going to get another Gorosei that does an orb boost at 5 times. Pretty much exactly the same thing here. That just says, does a 5 times orb boost, depending on your cost. I believe that's what's going to be coming out, because at the moment, I cannot see any orb boost hitting a 10 times multiplier. Like, the highest orb boost you can get right now is a 4 times multiplier, and then if you times this by 1.5, you're then timesing it up to a 6 times multiplier, which isn't even close to 10. However, if you're at a 5 times, and then you can do what this last line, what says in his captain ability, like, you're going to be doing some pretty fucking disgusting things. If you have 4 or more 5 Elders, Celestial Dragon, or Navy characters on the crew, allows overhealing of 2 times the max HP limit, so this is pretty common, and getting the more 5 Elders is going to help us out. Right now, like, you're probably going to want Navy characters, unless, now that I'm thinking about it, there are the other Celestial Dragons, the free-to-play ones, that are 99 cost. You could just throw one of them on as a sub, or maybe they give them supports, and you could use that support just to build up your cost, or they give them level limit breaks, and then they actually become good, and you can actually run them on the team. His captain ability, Despair Manifested, boost int type and driven strikers by 6 times, makes int recovery matching, boost the attack boost of the crew, using by a special, further boosting an attack. So treats it as a modifier to the attack boost and further increases the effect amount. Holy shit. Like, this line here is so fucked up. The captain ability does not stack, and the effect to the boost effect amount can only be activated once per special. So what this basically means, from what we know, is that if you use the attack boost of Saturn at a 5 times multiplier, and then you use your friend captain Saturn at another 5 times multiplier, the 2 will add together. You'll get a fucking 10 times attack boost with double Saturn. This is absolutely bonkers. Like, so disgustingly broken. Now, you don't have to run double Saturn, don't get me wrong. You could then run, say, for example, the int powerhouse Luffy under Saturn, just because why the fuck not? You get a 5 times attack boost from Saturn, and then Luffy adds the 4 times attack boost, and all of a sudden you're sitting at a 9 times attack boost, which is just diabolical. Diabolical. To be saying that we're getting a 9 to 10 times attack boost in OPTC in 2025 is absolutely wild. And that's what we're taking from this right now. It's an addition-based factor. The Japanese translation basically reads like this. So shout out to our OPTC Talks Alliance, and shout out to the GOAT Toadski. When the crew is in an attack up state and the attack up effect is activated by the crew's special move, the effect amount is treated as an attack up effect amount increase effect. A lot of the word effects there. But I guess that's just what happens with translation. So again, that will basically mean that if you add, you get your attack boost, and then you add on the attack boost as like a plus effect, which is just crazy, absolutely crazy. If the character is a captain or friend captain and performs actions excellent for the action special, for 3 turns, boost Elders, Celestial Dragons, and Navy characters by 1.1 times, and boost 5 Elders, Celestial Dragons, and Navy by 1.3 times. So if you get a excellent, then for 3 turns, you then get the 1.3, and then if you just are the captain, then 5 Elders, Celestial Dragons, and Navies get an extra 1.1. So 6.6 times captain to those 3 tags, obviously being himself, and then can be up to a 7.8 times captain if you guys hit the excellent shots. So it works very, very nicely. The following effects activated based on the crew's character tag boosts 5 Elders, Celestial Dragons, and Navy characters by attack by 1.1, and HP by 1.6. It's fucking wild. And then if 4 or more 5 Elders, Celestial Dragons, and Navy are on the crew, and the attack boost is 10 times or more, this character's attacks will be super effective against all types. Also, 5 Elder Celestial Dragons get 15 turns of cooldown at the start of the quest. Yeah, man. So, like, this just gives so much value to running double Saturn. Like, it's absolutely wild. Just running double Saturn, using one Saturn, using the other Saturn, getting a 10 times multiplier, and then both of them are super effective against all types. Like, just ridiculous. Like, it's actually so ridiculous, like, how powerful this guy is. Like, absolutely wild. And then on top of that, you get 15 turns of cooldown at the start of the quest for your 5 Elders and your Celestial Dragons, which essentially, again, is just your Saturns, which is crazy. For whatever fucking reason you're using this guy as a crewmate, Driven get base attack of 150 and insults matching. He can't be blown away, he can't be special rest, and he can't be paralyzed. Because why the fuck not? He has a Rush Sugo, which is interesting, because, like, Rush hasn't really seen that much love lately since the 10th anniversary. And what they've done is they've just kind of carbon copied the 10th anniversary units and made this guy a little bit stronger. Activated the final battle with 3 or more Driven characters around the crew, and uses their special as the first or the 6th tap. So exactly the same as the 10th anniversary. If you use it first, then you will reduce HP by a certain amount, and it is a cumulative buff of up to a 2 times attack and a 0.8 times multiplier. And then if you use it last, you can then go up to a 1.0 chain multiplier and rush attack of 2.5 times. I'm not sure how many taps you guys will need. Obviously, the first taps usually need more, and we don't know what the HP looks like until the character kind of comes into the game. EX Super. When the crew's attack is 8 times or more, so if you just basically use Saturn special and any other character, there's a 3 times attack or higher, or if you use the overheal mechanic. So if you're running enough units to get the overheal with Saturn, you can just have the EX Super on hand. Otherwise, you can just very much easily get it other ways. Driven and Int super types reduces crew's attack down by 10 turns. Fuck me. Like, 10 turns attack down is so good. And then a 50% Driven class resistance for 1 turn. His support goes on characters with a 99 cost or more. So again, we get more Celestial Dragons. This guy's support is going to be very, very handy. Until then, it's going to do bumfuck nothing. Once per quest, when the eligible support character uses special, reduces damage reduction on all enemies by 6 turns. Again, busted ass support. Rumble special. Now, that was just his regular kit. Let's take a look at this absolute monstrosity in Rumble. He is a Super Sugo, so no super special. I was kind of hoping because he was an end of month batch, they would just kind of just throw it on there. But at the same time, it just means I need one of this guy, and I am just dunzos. I am outski. I say that now, though. 35-second cooldown. Targets teammates within a large range for defense up level 7, so he can just be, like, rainbow-wise for defense up level 7. 3 enemies for 100% chance to action bind, and 6 or more strikers are on the team. 3 enemies with low HP for a 4 times attack. Now, this doesn't go through defense or anything like that. Kind of sucky, but at the same time, we take it. 4 times damage is a lot. Targets Navy and World Government units for a 600 HP. For a 600 HP interval of auto healing, which is, like, again, kind of whatever, because Navy and World Government don't get that much love, especially on an int-driven striker team. But his ability at level 5 targets int and strikers for HP up, attack up, and defense up level 7. That's just silly. Silly stuff. Ideally, you're going to want strikers. We have to have a look at what int striker looks like. Not that you need to run all int strikers, but if you can make 6 of them work, that'll be very, very tasty. Strikers might be a just disgusting team to mess with now. 6 or more striker class are on the team. Targets a team for attack up level 3, and then gives himself a level 5. Why? Why does he need a level 5 shield as well? This is wild. For the first 10 seconds of battle, gets level 10 CT up, just like Blackbeard. It's kind of a meme, but, like, I mean, it works. And then Navy and World Government get attack up level 3. So this just, again, works with himself, and then you get in level 10 buffs. The dude's a fucking monster, dude. Wild. His GP burst, after 50 seconds of battle, targets Sign, Int, and Striker-driven teammates for a 100% chance of evading defense-ignoring abilities. What? And targets all enemies at 6,000 damage. So basically, you go up against, like, Strength Luffy, and you can see his special coming. You're just like, nah, dude, I'm going to use the burst and just completely ignore damage that bypasses defensive effects. That's wild. Absolutely wild. After the 5th, that's just silly. What? Why? GP leader is in-type teammates recovery and speed up level 6, CT speed up level 3. Striker-driven class teammates get HP attack and defense up level 6 and level 4 respectively. And then Navy and World Government units get HP up, recovery up level 5, and CT up level 2. So he's like, that burst man is going to be so fun to use. Like, so fun to use. Definitely one that's going to be very easy to fight, but definitely really fun to use, which I really like. We also have another Jewelry Bonnie. We'll break down that another time because this video's already been going long enough. But Saturn's a fucking monster. Like, he's a beast. And he is probably going to be one of the strongest legends in the game, if not the strongest. The only downside I can really see to him is that he's Driven and Striker. But obviously, those 2 classes definitely needed a lot of help. So let me know what you guys think of the character in the comment section below. If you're not summoned for him, change your fucking mind. You should be summoning for this guy. He's a demon. But like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. While you're down there, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.